Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm not gonna lie, I am in the depths of a reading slump right now. Yeah, I've not read very much at all for the last month. The main reason for that, I think, is because I became addicted to Pocopia. But I feel like the novelty's wearing off on that a little bit. So we're ready to get back into reading. Before we do anything, I actually need to go out the door right now because I have a nail appointment to get these claws done because they are horrendously outgrown. So yeah, they need doing. And then when we come back, I'm going to just get this room sorted. It needs a bit of TLC, and then I'm going to pick out a little TBR. I'm not going to do my usual full kind of 6-pick TBR. I've got 2 book club books already that are on my TBR, and then 2 that I'm currently reading. So I think we're maybe just going to stick with those and look at the books that I didn't manage to read last month that I still want to read this month, rather than my usual TBR jar, and we'll get back to that next month. But yeah, I need to go. And we're back. It's actually turned into such a nice day outside. The sun is shining. It was not this morning. Fresh nails. Finally. Long overdue. There we go. I did listen to some audiobook on the way to and from, because it's within walking distance, like a 10-minute walk. So it's not too bad. So I did listen to that. I'm about 25% of the way through Honeysuckle at the moment. I was actually reading it because I was sent a copy for a blog tour over on Instagram. I mean, it's hard to say I'm enjoying it because I feel like it's not the sort of book that you enjoy reading. It is like a psychological, botanical horror. So enjoy is not quite the right word. It's a little bit weird, but it's good. It's just not the sort of book that's pulling me out of my reading slump. So I do feel like I need another book on the go. Now, before my reading slump hit, I did start reading And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison, which we all love a romance. So I do feel like I need to pick that one back up again because I left that at like 25 pages, 30 pages read. And I love B.K. Borison's writing, so I know that I'm gonna really enjoy it, and hopefully that will pull me out of my slump. But yeah, let's quickly go through the books that I want to read and that I'm hoping will cure this reading slump. So like I say, the book that I'm currently reading is Honeysuckle by Bar Fridmantel. So essentially this follows a boy called Rory and is based on the Welsh myth of Blodeuwedd, which literally translates to flower girl. And it is a person made from flowers that comes to life. It's very loosely based because the rest of it is kind of original to this story, but that is the premise of it. And so we follow a boy called Rory whose sister essentially is just kind of frustrated with him because he wants all of her attention all the time. So she creates this Blodeuwedd for him to play with. And he gets quite emotionally attached. And so when it comes to the end of the season and those flowers rot, he asks her sister to kind of rebuild her, and then kind of forms this obsession with her and wanting to recreate her and sustain her life for as long as possible. And so it is about kind of obsession, and then kind of goes into themes of consent and the blurred lines between friendship and love and kind of being obsessed, and control. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. The audio is definitely helping, because if I'm not feeling like sitting down and physically reading it, I can just stick my headphones on as I'm doing something like I've done today and kind of chip away at it a bit more. So I will continue to do that. And then what else? And then I need to get back to, and now back to you. I picked this up on release day because I was so excited, and then the slump hit. So yeah, like I say, I am 42 pages in, so not that far, but you know, it wasn't that long ago that I started. I remember what's happened, so I think I can jump right back in where I left off with this one. It'd be a nice, quick, light read. We love a little romance. And then also on my definite need to read them this month, TBR, I have these two books, which are our book club picks. So the book that was actually picked out, so we do a spinner wheel and we go, okay, so it's not going to be that one, and then the last one that is left is the one that we read. And one of the first books that we put in was City of Bones, so the first book in the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. And then it was about a year before the second one was picked, and that was 2 months ago, and now the third one's being picked. So we did decide to also pick out The Cruel Prince, because this is a book that I put in when we first started our book club 2 years ago. And it has been on there since, and it just never gets picked. So we were like, do you know what? They're both YA. Why don't we just pick both of them and read 2 books this month so that we can get through some of our older picks and refresh the list a little bit, because we're sort of feeling a bit like, oh, we're over those now. We want to read some different ones. So we're going to kind of make our way through them. But yeah, I have literally had this on my TBR. This was the original Fairy Loot. No sprayed edges Fairy Loot book. So yeah, when was this even published? It's got a signed book plate. Completely forgot about that. First print run, published in 2018. So that is how long I've had this book. That's 8 years. That's not good. But yeah, it's time. And I've heard actually the audiobook is really good for this, so I think I'll do an immersive read of this one. And yeah, we've been really enjoying this series, so that should be also a quick fun read. So yeah, that is my sort of TBR for this month. So we'll see how we get on with that, and then yeah, any other ones I might do a little spinner wheel. I still need to kind of list all of my books on my physical TBR and put those into one giant spinner wheel. So maybe I'll get that done. Probably not this weekend, unless I'm going to do it today because I'm busy tomorrow, but I'll get that done soon, she said, for the last 2 months. But yeah, I did take a little bit of a break from social media. I was feeling a bit burnt out with Instagram and this, and just life in general. I've had a lot going on. It's been a busy few months. But yeah, I've kind of made a few changes in my life, kind of put some things to a side, given myself a little bit of breathing room because I was just doing too much. And kind of after the next 2 months, things will start to settle down a bit, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm looking forward to just having some time back to myself. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm not putting pressure on myself, but let's do some reading, maybe do a few bits and bobs around about as well. I need to sort out this room and give the bookcases a bit of a clean. So yeah, let's see how we get on. So I just filmed a huge book haul, and this is the aftermath of that. Like, my tripod is literally balanced on this basket here. I've still got a suitcase that is half unpacked from being away at the weekend, and there is now just like cardboard and stuff everywhere. So I need to find a home for all of these, which is going to be difficult because my shelves are full, and then I need to go out and recycle all that cardboard. So I've done a fair bit of tidying. The living space, like the suitcase is unpacked. My books are not away, but they're in a pile, not here. I need to sort those out, but out of sight, out of mind right now. I've just put my dinner on, I've put a load of washing on, so I've got about 10 minutes before my dinner is ready. And I thought I would finally, and I mean finally because I've been putting this off for so long, give my Kindle a refresh. This cute little Kindle pouch is from Paper and Word. I love their sleeves. They do the best, most cushioned, beautiful prints for book sleeves. So yeah, would highly recommend. And they recently opened a bookshop. I think I've spoken about this on here before, like a fantasy only bookshop in the Wirral, which is up near Liverpool in the UK. But yeah, so we're gonna give my Kindle a little bit of a facelift for spring. This is the current situation. It's cute, it's not bad, but I do have a few things that I want to add, so I'm going to change a few of these around. Tempest of Tea, the last book I read on here. Not my favourite, I'm not going to lie, wasn't the best. But it was quick, so yeah, it was a book club one. We all had quite a similar opinion on it, so we read that. And yeah, so let me show you what I've got. So the first thing I've got here is a grip. This is from Binds and Bookish Bits, who I am actually a rep for. They do the most gorgeous bookmarks and Kindle grips, and they're starting to do like pin badges and key rings and other stationery and bits and bobs. So yeah, I would really recommend them if you are looking for some bookish goodies. I will put my rep code on screen. I'm not a rep on YouTube, I'm a rep over on Instagram, but yeah, if you want to use it, please do, because they're great. So yeah, that's my Kindle grip that I'm gonna put on there. I thought the green went really well with my Kindle. And then I have got some bits from Lula Rocks. I was a rep for them as well. I'm no longer a rep, so I don't have a discount code for them, unfortunately, but I've got some stickers here that I might use, and then I've got this really cute dragon one which I would really like to get on there. This was part of their Enchanted Library Kickstarter, which was fully funded, and the products are now live on their site. A bookmark which is in here, obviously that's not going on my Kindle. What else do we have in here? Oh, and some pin badges. So I've got this cute little bookish dragon one, and then this one which is stunning. But yeah, so that's beautiful. Again, obviously not going on my Kindle, but I just thought I'd show you them while we were here. Case, by the way, is just from Amazon, but yeah, I don't actually stick my stickers, I just place them and then the clear case keeps them in place. So I think the first thing I need to do is work out how much space this is going to take up, because it is quite large. And also, like, where do I want it? I've never used a pop socket before. There, I think. Yeah. And then I think I want to keep the swans. I quite like those at the bottom. My phone just died and ran out of storage, so I just had to pause to clear some storage space so that I could finish filming this. But I have arranged the stickers sort of how I want them, I think. I'm just going to go with this. The only thing that I'm worried about is how big that look like this, so it will probably cover some of these bits, but that's okay. Yeah, let's go with that. The other thing that I wanted to try and do was balance out the purple, because I felt like this was quite bright and then there wasn't really anything else there, so I did put this one back on. I wasn't going to, but yeah, I felt like we needed to balance out the vibrant colours here. So yeah, let's go with that, and I'm gonna try and pop this back on without moving all of the stickers. I feel like this is the hardest part. Okay, I'm gonna need to like go back in and stick this to the actual case, I think. But that looks really cute, so we're gonna go with that. Let me just fix it. There we go. Perfect. I actually had such a difficult time putting this plastic case back on again after taking that off, because all of the stickers kept moving. But I am happy with that. I think that looks really pretty. I actually love how this turned out. I think it's so cute. But yeah, we started a new read. I just think I need something light and quick, and I feel like a YA fantasy is gonna get me in that mood. So I've already read the prologue. It's giving me good vibes, so I think this is what I'm gonna read, and we're gonna try and beat this slump because I am fed up of it. I just want to read again. Like, all of the light is at the other side of the house right now, so the kitchen gets really hot in the afternoon, but it has such a pretty glow. It's so nice. Anyway, I've made myself a cup of tea, and yeah, I'm gonna set a timer for an hour. I'm gonna make sure that I try and read for 1 whole hour and see how we get on. Yeah, let's go. Alexa, set a timer for 1 hour.
1 hour, starting now.
And we've been joined by Nala. So I'm on chapter 4. So the first kind of chapter, the prologue, is us meeting Jude and her 2 sisters, and basically a stranger turns up at the door, and essentially, long story short, he ends up killing their dad and then their mum as well, and takes them back to the land of fairy. And then I think we skip forward a few years, they've kind of settled, they're adjusted to that life. Yeah, this is just, it's a really easy read, it's really good fun, I'm enjoying it so far, and I think this is exactly what I need to pull me out of my reading slump. So I'm gonna read some more. How long left on the timer?
You have 37 minutes left on your 1 hour timer.
Great, we've got 37 minutes left on the timer. Let's read some more. Alexa, stop. great. I love like the court politics and yeah, the kind of political intrigue that's going on. I'm so invested in that. Can I just say though, Cardan and the others, his friends, I hate them. They are awful, awful people. I'm sure that will change and that those kind of dynamics will develop as we go on. But right now, I hate them in like the best way. I'm supposed to hate them. So yeah, really enjoying this, really easy to read and just get into. I'm invested. Could this be the book that gets me out of my slump? I feel like that was so quick and easy, but also if I hadn't have redecorated my Kindle, I wouldn't have started reading this. And I think I would have struggled trying to read Honeysuckle. I will finish it, but this is, I think, what I need right now, just for my brain, just something easy and enjoyable. So yeah, it has got dark now. The light has been lost. I need to finish tidying in the book room because I've literally left it like half hoovered, so I need to go do that. Then I am going to do some editing. I think I filmed a little bit of content earlier and I'm going to start editing this vlog as well, so I'm going to do that. And then I think I might maybe I'll play some Pokopia and some Dreamlight Valley, just do my little dailies on there. But yeah, then I might just spend the evening reading. Wow. Okay, I need to get on. It's like 2 weeks later. Am I out of my reading slump? No. But did I finish a book? Yes, I did. You'll also have to forgive my voice because I have completely lost it. I was in a show last week and now that that has finished, my body has just gone, please no more. So yeah, I'm a little bit run down, but we're making it work. So yeah, I yesterday finished The Cruel Prince. I sat outside in the sunshine. I was feeling rubbish. The sun helped. We got some vitamin D and I finished this book. Am I out of my reading slump? No, I'm not. But is it because of this book? No. Honestly, I just think it's because I've still had so much going on that I've not had the mental capacity just to dedicate to reading. So it is more down to like situational circumstance rather than the merit of this book. In all, I actually really enjoyed this. It is a YA fantasy and at times I was like, but it was so easy to read. It was fun. It was really enjoyable, and actually there were moments in this that I really, really enjoyed. I loved the kind of court politics and the whole like royal rivalry type things going on. I love the main character Jude. I think she's great. I love her kind of strength and her resilience, and also just her not taking any shit basically. So yeah, she was great. I didn't love the sort of relationships between the characters. At times I was a bit like, these men, like they were intentionally written that way, but they were just terrible people. So yeah, but like I say, there were moments of this that I really, really enjoyed. Overall, I've given it a 3.75 rating. It wasn't quite a 4-star, but when I think about some of the other books that I've read this year and rated like 3.5 stars, 3 stars, it was better than that. So yeah, I settled on a 3.75. Didn't feel quite right to give it a full 4 stars, but I am really looking forward to reading the rest of this series. In terms of my slump and this vlog, no, I'm not completely out of my slump. However, I do feel really optimistic for the month ahead. Now that I've finished a book, I feel like I've kind of got that momentum back and that motivation to pick books up and get them read, basically. The other book that I talked about in this vlog was Honeysuckle. In fact, let me go get it. Yeah, so the other book that I talked about in this vlog was Honeysuckle. And honestly, I still haven't read any more of this. I haven't even done the audiobook. How many pages am I in? I'm 76 pages in. I just don't feel inclined to pick it up, so it might be a soft DNF for now. I might press pause on this one just because there are books that I really want to read, and I feel like this is kind of pulling me out of wanting to read, if that makes sense. It feels like I sort of have to pick this up when really I'm just not vibing with it at the moment. It's not what I'm in the mood for, and as a mood reader girly, first and foremost, I have to listen to my brain. So yeah, I'm going to press pause on this one, but last night when I finished The Cruel Prince, I did go back to pick up And Now Back to You again and continue on. I only read about 20 more pages, but I do think that this is what I am feeling at the moment, so this is what I will be continuing on with reading. But yeah, I'm optimistic for the month ahead. It is my birthday next month in May the 7th, so you know, I want to pick out a really good TBR, but also just leave myself some space to pick up what I am in the mood for. I want a whole host of 5-star reads. We've got to make May a good one. So yeah, that is where I'm going to leave this one. But I hope you enjoyed it. I need to get back into filming more vlogs, so I have a couple of ideas that I'm going to go with and hopefully get up next month. So you'll have that to look forward to. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was somewhat entertaining. But yeah, thank you so much. Please do like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next